Konnichiwa, Minasan. It's Gray from Wakazashi's Tea House home in Japan. How are you doing? You good? Are you Genki? Are you ready for some bizarre Spider-Man action? I know I am. I actually dropped the title during this recent dark web non-event, which I'm so glad I did because it didn't make any sense. It changed nothing. It meant nothing. Marvel at the moment, no idea what they're doing with Spider-Man. Seriously, you have to wonder. It can't just be down to Zeb Wells. I think it's got a lot to do with the higher-ups. Maybe Nick Lowe, editor, could be. Or does it go even higher than that? But don't let me get started on this. Let me tell you about this issue. It's issue 19. It came out Wednesday, February the 8th. It's priced $3.99, and the cover has got almost nothing to do with the story apart from Spidey, Peter Parker, and Felicia, Black Cat, are both in the story. But there are, sadly, disappointingly, no ninjas in this issue. Okay, let me just read a little bit from the interior page because I've got to let you know. It's not Zeb Wells, and it's not John Romita Jr., as you can probably guess. We are proud to welcome a fantastic guest creative team while Zeb and Johnny get ahead on their next arc. Is that Johnny the Human Torch? It's Joe Kelly, guest writer, and we've got Terry Dodson on pencils and Rachel Dodson, the guest inker. Terry Dodson also colours this issue. Now, in my short story summary, I'm going to read, there's one more page, there's like a recap page, wasted again, a waste of space basically, which you're going to love what it says in that recap. Wait till you hear it. Please check out my story summary for that. That's what I open with. But let me show you one of the pages of the art by the Dodsons. So here we go. Yeah, it's not bad. It's kind of fluid. It's flowing. It looks a little bit sparse at times, maybe a little bit rushed. But look at all that dialogue on that one page. That's just one page. Yeah, I did choose that one on purpose, but it's not all like that. But I tell you what, this story, it started off pretty nicely. You got Peter and Felicia seem to be having a good time fighting crime together. They go out for a weekend away at a ski lodge and a spa resort, and strange things start to happen there. And you won't believe who they meet at that ski lodge spa resort. I say, watch the story summary to find out. So I've been checking reviews on the site, and some fans like this issue because it was so much better than Dark Web, but most fans are kind of giving this two stars out of 5 or even less than that, and just saying they're sick and tired of the Zeb Wells like crazy mystery box story where, you know, his very first issue, don't forget this is 19 now, his first issue he opened with something terrible that Peter had done and kept it secret for 19 issues. And he also opened with, oh, by the way, MJ's living, we thought was just living with another guy, and she has 2 kids by the appearance of things. Still don't know about the 2 kids in here, but you find out about the guy, I'll tell you that. So yeah, there we go. That's it. That's my kind of sarcastic mini review. Please keep watching for my story summary because I say you're going to love some of this bizarre dialogue and, yeah, strange decisions. It really is weird. Does anyone know what's going on at Marvel? You know, Spidey's their number 1 selling title and probably most important character. Breathe, Gray. Breathe. Okay, please keep watching. Here we go. So we open with this. They waste a whole page of story with a recap. Previously, Peter's life was back on track until his clone, Chasm, came around to take a shot at him. Now that Spidey has unwoven Chasm's dark web, he can get back to his normal life. You know, normal, like when your long-term girlfriend is mysteriously married with kids, or working for your former archenemy who's tortured you and killed those you love for years, or dating the world's greatest cat burglar. A normal life, back on track. And get this is the clincher, this is the killer. The events of this issue take place after the Mary Jane and Black Cat miniseries, which, by the way, has only had 2 issues released so far, 2 out of 5. So you've got 3 more issues of Mary Jane and Black Cat to come out, and this is out now, and it's happened after that. Marvel, what are you doing? Seriously? Abandon ship! At least we get a positive start. We got Spider-Man out fighting crime with Black Cat, and he's saying to himself, life is almost kind of good. We get a brief reference to the Dark Web non-event, where Felicia's talking about, come on, we need to take a weekend off after the chaos of the last few weeks. Chaos? You can say that again. That's all Marvel seems to be about these days, especially on the Amazing Spider-Man comic. And there's a little joke here at the bottom about silk sheets. Apparently they're Peter's favourite of organic fibres. He told his Aunt May that he was going away for the weekend for a boring engineering convention. She says to him, "I hope you and Felicia have a nice time." So it looks like Peter and May are back on good terms. But, and this is a big but, when they get to the ski lodge and spa, guess who's there? Come on, you could have guessed it, couldn't you? That's right. It's Mary Jane and Paul, who we've just been informed in the weird catch-up at the beginning of the issue is her husband, even though it hasn't been explained or even touched on. Peter's saying, "It's a 100% coincidental coincidence," but Mary Jane's not laughing. Peter, who just can't help being nice because, come on, he's a nice guy after all, offers to leave. He doesn't want to ruin their romantic weekend. But Mary Jane says it's okay, you know what? I believe you. Felicia can't believe it. After another Joe Kelly joke, showing Peter wearing "Here Kitty Kitty" boxer shorts, we get interrupted by a huge rumble from somewhere nearby, probably outside. Peter and Felicia get ready to leave. One quick drive up a mountain road later, we get a page crammed full of narrative and dialogue. Felicia's talking about Peter spider-splaining to her. There's also talk of jealousy in the relationship because she knows that Peter still holds a big flame for Mary Jane. Hey, that rhymes and I didn't even know it. But then, boom, they think it's a shocker, but it's not. That's the shock. It's not the shocker. It's kind of weird new version of the Sinister Six, with Dr. Octopus screaming, "Kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit." That's right, they're led by the White Rabbit. And then we get some truly bizarre dialogue on this page. Here we go, let me read a little bit to you. We've got White Rabbit saying, "Here's another outdated reference for you, Bazinga." Then we get reference to The Simpsons, and then, "I prefer the sweet silence of defeat," says fake Mysterio. And White Rabbit replies, "That creepy dude, I'm not gonna lie. 3 drops of therapy out of 5? What?" Hey, we even get Kareem dropped in for some bizarre reason as well, just to remind you of something that happened God knows how many issues ago. In case you've forgotten, like most people, there's a little text box here. Kareem and Spidey saved each other's lives, despite Kareem being White Rabbit's right-hand man. Okay, there's still 6 pages to go, but I'm going to wrap this up because, I'll tell you what, I'm not even sure what happens at the end or what's going on. As far as I can work out, and forgive me for making mistakes, but Rabbit is like leasing out Sinister Six style tech to people who want to do Sinister Six style villain stuff out in the ski lodge area for some reason. So basically it's her way of making money. She calls it glorified paintball. But of course, something goes wrong. And we end on a cliffhanger where, for some, again, insane and unfathomable reason, these would-be villains suddenly turn on Peter. No idea why this is happening. It's very, very strange. Okay, there we go. I hope you enjoyed that review. Are you still with me? Are you not screaming, are you shouting? Let's all take a nice deep breath again. Here we go. Okay, I'm just going to have a very brief preview of the next issue, which is part 2 of this guest story. Issue 20, it's probably out in 2 weeks, or it could be like 2 days, the way that Marvel are throwing out these Spider-Man titles. So yeah, more Felicia and Spidey action. Okay, I hope to see you in a future video. Please leave me a comment for this story, this comic book series. Please let me know what you think of Spider-Man. Are you as frustrated as I am? You must be right. If you're enjoying it, I'd love to hear why. Please let me know. And as always, I say thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in a future Wakizashi Tea House video. Mata ne. Wakizashi's Tea House. Please subscribe.